What's up, everybody? Back again. There's no drip marketing. We have Fanon right here. We got them tweeting about art, very cool art. There's live stream, Fanon, nothing else. This is it, right? Which is a good thing and a bad thing. One, Fate is coming out with Fanon. So what this allows us to do is not have to worry about having 4 new characters all at once, right? Having Fanon during the first half, having um make up a character Schoolium as part 2, right? And then we also have the Fate characters coming out. I believe they come out a little bit after Fanon drops. So it'd be like Fanon a week later, Fate collab. And then Fate collab is for multiple updates, which is pretty nice. But that is a huge W. We're probably gonna have like a big chunk, probably like 4 reruns, like they sometimes normally do, on phase 2 of Fanon's patch, right? But regardless, though, very cool. We get to save. It's like the Rabbit Patch, where you don't have to stress about, okay, what are the 2 new characters do I want, reruns, all that stuff, right? So free to play, I'm sure you are happy. Well, maybe not happy with the Fate stuff, right? But the actual them not just dropping 2 characters this patch, it's pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. If we had a full rerun patch, I think that'd be actually really cool as well. Just having a chance to actually save currency and not have to go for a new flashy character you like. But regardless, there is a fat L taken, and that is no new 4-star yet again. This means that we are 1 more drip marketing, right? Which, I mean, when I say 1 more drip marketing, I mean like the whole thing. Like whatever 3.5 comes out, drip market wise, and they post a 5-star, and then they post a second 5-star, and then they post a 4-star. If there is no 4-star in that update, we will officially be a year since the last 4-star, right? Which was Mo's, right? It has been a whole year. Hoyo has got to have forgotten, or maybe they're just trying to hype up. I'm pretty sure they said all of the crisis stars are gonna be 5-stars to like hype them up, but like, bro, you can't make up like Adam the apple seller or something like that. Like, come on, man. Like, they just forgot the rarity existed. You know how, like, man, if you're free to play, you really don't get a lot of choices character wise. Like, I know people are like, oh, save for this, save for that. But, like, if you want to experiment and use characters, not only is there a lot of power creep for older characters. Like, if you try to throw in Don Hang nowadays, good lord, you get absolutely slaughtered. And I'm talking about OG Don Hang, right? The 4-stars, if you're a DPS and a 4-star, you don't hang. You can't hang no more. I'm sorry. Even like Mose himself is just like not insane, right? So you don't have a good shelf life if you're if you're an older 4-star, right? But if you're trying to experiment with different teams, bro, it's like, oh my god, you gotta bring them into Divergent or Simulated or something where they get some sort of buffs. They're just not cutting it. It is so tragic, man. I don't know, bro. A lot of people say they don't care about 4-stars at all. Hey, sure, go ahead. It doesn't matter, right? But I don't know. It just feels like we just like, here's a 5-star, here's a 5-star, here's a 5-star, here's a 5-star, here's a 5-star. It's like, all right, cool, bro. Like, anytime a character is seen, I'm thinking, okay, I probably have to bust out the wallet for them, right? Because they're not going to be a 4-star, probably not going to be free, and I probably don't have enough currency if I want to go for, Cypher, Phanon, and then Fate. Like, you're probably going to have to bust out the wallet at some point, right? So regardless of what you think on the 4-stars, I'm just curious at this point. I'm just curious if they've forgotten or they are just worried about not being able to sell a character if they're a 4-star and they want to just make them all 5-stars, or I don't know what it is. I'm very curious what Hoyo's reasoning behind it is. I feel like it definitely isn't manpower, right? They make a lot of money. They definitely could make 4-stars. Is it just like a greed thing? They want to be able to have more people spend if they like the character. Because if your favorite character is a 4-star, you probably aren't gonna really spend too much to get them. I mean, unless you're really unlucky, you could technically max out a 5-star before you even put a single copy. But most generally, you do a multi or 2, and then you get your 4-star, and you're good to go, right? Unless you want dupes on them. So I'm curious. I'm curious on Hoyo's whole reasoning for no more 4-stars is. Whatever they say, I don't really care. It is what it is. I've kind of just accepted it at this point. Star is just how Star is. Hey, I don't got enough voice power to really stand up. I doubt anybody does for Hoyo. Really, like Mr. Pokey, all of them could really speak out about it, and I don't think Hoyo would really give a damn. Is what it is. Regardless though, we are gonna have free archers. That is pretty cool. That does help with the whole like no 4-stars, no RMC form, right? Even though I was just talking about that, totally glanced my mind that we're getting a free archer, right? So it is what it is. Regardless though, That is pretty cool. We'll take that. In terms of actual 4-star characters, though, now that I really think about it, we really would have to be introduced to more characters because there isn't really a lot of characters who are unique that we're missing. I think her name was like Shub. Oh my god, I can't remember her name. But it starts off with an S. Um, with a bartender. She's like an NPC in Penacony. Like she could be a 4-star, I guess, if they're gonna make her playable. I'm pretty sure she's labeled as NPC in like the files though. But there's really not a lot of characters that they could really pick. To be fair, I guess if we're gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Regardless though, cool saving patch. I guess once you get Feign on, I get to save for a little bit until they drop some more stuff in the summon on. So it's really not too crazy for me because all the stuff I like is coming out all at once. But for those of you who are just, you know, getting Feign on, going about your day, or even skipping Feign on, you have a cool little filler patch. Well, not filler patch, but you know what I mean, right? Let me know in the comments if you like patches like this where we have one new character and then the second half is just reruns, right? Do you guys want a patch where it's just completely reruns, no new characters whatsoever? Me personally, I think that would be insanely good for the game and insanely good on my wallet. But regardless of that, that'll pretty much be it for the video. I'm busting this out and then I have to go right to sleep to do some stuff in the morning. In terms of videos, I am trying to get a certain video out on a certain game that isn't Star World but has very Star World related stuff. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably know what game I'm talking about, right? Absolutely, like, second favorite game of all time now. It's absolutely gorgeous. Highly recommend you play it. So that video will be out sometime soon, and then I don't know. We'll have to see, right? There's not a whole lot to do in Star Wars, especially because I don't have an Anoxa, so I can't make really Anoxa videos, right? The one friend who was going to pull for him didn't really get too lucky and had banking issues, so I really just don't have any Anox videos to do, right? Star Wars kind of like, which is crazy to say because we're still in the second anniversary, there ain't shit to do, really. There just really ain't shit to do. It's how Hoyo gachas are, which does suck, which makes me think if I ever jump ship from Star Wars, I really just gotta get a gacha game that has repeatable content, right? I'm not saying I have to get into like a PvP gacha, but I mean, at least there'd be constant content with that. Oh no, man, I'm tired as hell. I'm about to like yawn in half of this video, right? It's late, right? I should technically be asleep, but I recorded this mad late for no reason. Kind of just like dozed off and then woke up and I was like, oh shit, I can't record in the morning because I'm busy, so I had to do it now and I'm like half awake. I literally just like smacked my cheeks with water and was like, all right, time to lock in. But anyway, that's it for the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, all that. Let me know your thoughts on Phanon being the only new character besides the Fate ones, obviously. What do you want to see in the future of Star Wars? More free characters, more 4 stars, only 5 stars? Let me know and I'll catch y'all in the next one.